Even though dodo birds are perhaps one of the most recognizable and distinct extinct animals, they still aren't 100% mainstream. In fact, many people believe the bird to be a myth until told otherwise. So instead of the usual documentary, I thought I'd dive into some of the few portrayals of dodos in the media, whether it be from movies, shows, games, toys, etc. Now this probably won't cover everything, but I'd like to think that I'm somewhat close to it. By the way, I'm sadly not going to be referring to any documentaries or nonfiction type books, just because I feel like those kinds of resources are a little bit more abundant, if you know what I mean. I hope you understand. Starting out strong, we've got the original 2002 Ice Age movie. Now I'm sure you could say this for the depiction of all the creatures in this movie, but God, this was not even close to being accurate. Aside from the misconception that the dodos all died because they were too stupid to function, I could just tell that the creators just saw the fact that dodos were extinct and decided to just slap them in there and think no one would question that they only died a few hundred years ago, not thousands. Also, they were endemic to the tropical island of Mauritius off the coast of East Africa, a far cry from the icy terrain of prehistoric North America. They're still funny though, not gonna lie. It's just that once you know what you know, you can't unsee it. Alice in Wonderland, both the book and the 1955 Disney movie. I'm sure the dodo is in other adaptations too, but since Alice in Wonderland is such a huge franchise at this point, I don't know if I could cover every single one of them. I think in terms of the book, it was one of, if not the first time, a dodo was depicted in modern literature, and what got people to know of its existence, like popularized it, I think, which is interesting. Nintendo's Animal Crossing New Horizons introduces two dodo NPCs, Orville and Wilbur, named after their historical real-life counterparts. Of course, they ironically run an airport, which I think is a cute twist, because they're flightless birds. If you grew up with Webkinz, you might remember that they once had a dodo plush in their line. It was released in 2011, and its special item was a homemade helicopter, again with the flying jokes, and its special food was a goofy grapefruit gelato. Interesting. While I was at the library one day, I unexpectedly stumbled across a series of children's mystery books called Dee Dodo Future Spy. It looks kind of cute. This isn't the only time that there's a dodo called Dee though. There's this really cute Muppet-esque type show called Extinction. I don't know if it was an actual, television series or just a web series or what, but what it looks to me like is an educational type show exclusively funded by the Philadelphia Zoo. Speaking of puppet shows, again, the Muppet Show featured a dodo bird, but honestly it looked more like a shoebill stork to me. I don't know, what do you think? Netflix has a couple of exclusives featuring the extinct bird too. The animated film Extinct is a given. In this film, there's a team of extinct creatures across different time periods who call themselves the Extinctables. They even sing a song about it. The dodo character is a pretty mother figure named Dottie. And the other Netflix exclusive, Riley Jones Jr. I should have really looked at the show to get a pronunciation of this, but whatever. Anyway, this show has a dodo named Dudley. He's cute, he's fun. Also, his dream is to fly. Are we surprised? Phineas and Ferb briefly features a dodo bird found and hatched by Dr. Doofenshmirtz, which immediately begins attacking him after he says it looks like a turkey, which is funny since dodos historically were pretty docile and chill. Also, fun fact, even though the dodos look like turkeys, they were actually related to pigeons. Pigeons, I know. The dodo also refers to the popular media brand that features a plethora of animal videos. I feel like that's kind of an obligation to add to this video. Also, during my research, I found a Dodo board game. Looks interesting, I guess. And the last one for today, the Pirates Band of Misfits. Not only has a dodo bird, but almost the entire plot revolves around her because Polly, unbeknownst to the pirate crew, is the last dodo alive, and Charles Darwin and Queen Victoria tried to steal her. Anyways, watch the movie. Do it for Polly. That is what I have to say. Here are some dodos. I'm sure there are more. Like I said, this isn't going to cover every single one, but I thought it would be close to it because there's not a ton out there, sadly. Yeah, anyway, thank you for the support, and I'll see you in the next video.